Hi, my name is Brandi, and today we're going to be doing some gentle yoga poses, things that are going to help us release some of that anxious energy and help us feel calm and centered. Now, if you're at home, you don't have to have a yoga mat. If you don't, that's totally okay. If you want to use a towel, you can use a towel, or if you want to use a blanket, or if you just want to hang out on the carpet, that's totally fine. Whatever's available to you, as long as you have a somewhat cushiony surface to work with. So we'll go ahead and get started. And we're going to start in a seated pose. So I'm going to have one foot come in towards my body, wiggle around a little bit, and then the other foot is going to go in front of that foot. So we have my heels are kind of in one line with each other. If this already feels super weird for you, you can just sit crisscross applesauce if you prefer that. Now let's go ahead and get centered. If you want to, you can close your eyes here, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can make that sound too when you're breathing. So breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do that a few more times. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good job. Now we're going to bring some gentle movement in. So go ahead and start by rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In and out. Good job. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. So up, down, and forward. Good job. Now bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder, we're going to stretch out the left side of the neck, just holding it here for a few seconds. And bringing your head back to the center, and then right ear over to right side. I think I did that backwards, but you get it at home. And back to the center. Go ahead and let your arms come out in front of you. And we're just going to move our wrists around in one direction. You might hear a little snap, crackle, pop going on here. Totally normal, just getting the kinks out. And then stop and go the opposite direction with your hands. Yeah, you can hear mine probably. Good. Now putting both hands on the floor, we're going to lift one arm, doesn't matter which one, we're going to lift one arm up to the sky as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, coming over to the side. So holding it here and breathing for just a few moments. Nice long stretch. And then coming up through the center, arm goes down. Same thing on the other side. Breathing in, arm comes up. And breathing out, arm goes over to the opposite side. And coming back up through the center. Guys feeling nice and loosey-goosey a little bit so far? Awesome. So we're going to transition to being on our hands and knees. So go ahead, if you are on a mat, this is what the mat's for. It's to cushion your knees a little bit. Now some of you youngins probably don't care if your knees are on the hard floor, but as you get older, these are the things that you care about. Okay, So we're going to get on our hands and knees. Now, try to make sure that your shoulder is right on top of your wrist and that your knee is right underneath your hip. Hopefully you guys can see. I know I'm wearing like a big shirt, but hopefully you guys can see that alignment. And then the pose that we're going to do is called cat-cow. So two of my favorite animals. So as we breathe in, we extend the back, kind of making ourselves look like a banana. So breathing in. And then as we breathe out, we're going to round our spine. Kind of making yourself look like a rainbow. But this is called cat-cow. So when you breathe in, this is cow. And when you breathe out, this is cat. So breathing out a couple more times, breathing in and out at your own pace. We're going to do a few more cat-cows. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, head lifts up, belly drops. Breathing out, lifting the spine towards the ceiling, head drops. Breathing in, belly drops, face towards the sky. Breathing out, spine comes up, head comes down. Two more times, breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Great job, everybody. So the next pose that we're going to move into is called yogi squat. So what we're going to do is find ourselves kind of like a frog shape. So your knees come out to the side, your feet are kind of facing outwards, and you can put your hands in the middle and you can use your elbows to kind of push your legs further apart. If this is super uncomfortable for you, find whatever kind of variation you would like to do that makes it more comfortable. So some people keep their heels down, some people keep their heels up. It's just whatever feels right for you. So we're going to breathe in this pose. Few breaths. Now, as I breathe, I notice that my lower spine is dropping more towards the floor, so my spine's getting a nice long stretch here. One more breath in here. Awesome. Now we're going to transition to standing. So what you do just very, very gently, very, very slowly is come all the way up to standing. Oh, like a superhero. Super cool. So what I'm going to have us do next is mountain pose. So keep your feet just about hip width apart. Excuse my fuzzies. Keep your feet about hip width apart, and we are going to press our feet into the ground. Bring our legs online, make them nice and strong. Pull your shoulders up, down, and back so you're standing nice and tall. And hands, palms go towards the front. So this is mountain pose. Breathing in and out through the mouth. One more time like that. In, out through the mouth. Now this time in and out through your nose. In and out. Ooh, I breathed out of my mouth. Let's do it one more time. In and out. Okay, that's better. Now, if you'd like to, you can kind of face towards the side. And what we're going to do is forward fold. So what we're going to do is try to touch our toes. But there's a way to do this that doesn't hurt your back. Some people are like, there's no way I can't touch my toes. There's a secret. It's called bending your knees. So what we're going to do is generously bend our knees, like we're sitting down in a chair almost. And then once we're here, we're going to have our belly come towards our thighs. So notice my back is really, really flat. That's what you want. So once your belly's on your thighs, pressing down so there's no room between your belly and your thighs, then your hands can go towards the floor. If you want to, you can straighten your legs a little bit, but you don't have to. So this is our forward fold, and we're just going to stay here and breathe. In and out through the nose. If this is like easy peasy for you, you can go ahead and straighten your legs all the way up. Just make sure that you're not hurting yourself. Yoga is all about being gentle. Awesome. Now coming back up to standing, nice and slow. Coming back into our mountain pose. Awesome. Now I'm going to teach you a pose called warrior pose. This is a great pose to help you feel really, really strong. So if you're really worried about something, just pull out your inner warrior. So go ahead and put one foot out in front. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both sides. And your other foot, go ahead and step it about a leg length back. So that's about how long my legs are. Maybe a little longer. And with your back foot, you're going to turn your toes in about halfway. So one foot's facing this way, and then your back foot is at an angle. Now, pressing down into your feet, we're going to bend that front leg. Make sure it's at like a 90-degree angle. So you don't want to go too far. You don't want to go this way or that way. Try to keep it over your ankle. Awesome. And then facing the front, so making sure your hips are facing towards the front. We're going to add our arms, and they just go up over the head. Awesome. Here's your warrior. Breathing in and out. Two more breaths here. Super strong warriors. Okay, we are going to switch feet. So the opposite foot comes front, and the back foot again goes back, but make sure it's at an angle. And we're going to bend that front knee, but not too far forward, not this way or that way, just right over the ankle. And hips go towards the front, arms come up. Warrior, super awesome warrior. One more breath here. Are you feeling super awesome warrior-like now? Good, that's its job. Okay, coming back up to the front. We're just going to bend our backs backward this time. So putting your hands on your lower back so that your fingers are pointing down and your thumbs are pointing out. We're going to breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're just going to go back just a little bit. If you feel really good right here, breathing in and breathing out, maybe going a little bit further back. Definitely don't do anything that hurts. Breathing in, breathing out. And coming back up. Are you guys doing awesome? I'm doing awesome. I hope you're doing awesome. Okay, for this next pose, we're going to get on our bellies. Now, can you think of an animal that lives on its belly? Did you say snake? Because that's what we're doing. The pose is called cobra pose, which is a kind of snake. So we're going to get all the way down on our bellies. Yeah. And then hands go underneath the shoulders, feet together, just like a cobra's tail, snake tail. And we're going to breathe in and out here. And on your next breath in, go ahead and use your back muscles to lift yourself up just a little bit. If this feels good, you can press into your hands, and on your next breath, lift up all the way. Try to keep your heels together though. Maybe just breathing here. If you want to stay here, totally fine too. I kind of like being right here right now. One more breath here. Awesome. Now pressing into your hands, we're going to go back to tabletop, which is on our hands and knees. Ta-da! And then for the next pose, this is one of my favorite poses. It's called child's pose. So what you're going to do is have your toes together, your big toes together, and then you're going to have your knees a little bit far apart. And what you're going to do is walk your hands forward like so. If you want to, you can put your forehead on the mat or on the floor like this. If you want to, you can relax your arms down. I found that when I started yoga and I would do child's pose, it would kind of smush my face like this so that I couldn't breathe. If your face is smushed, try to put just the tip top of your forehead on the mat. So it'll look like this instead of smushing your face like this. So just the top of your head. So we're going to stay there for about 5 more breaths, okay? Awesome, awesome. Now we are almost at the end. So the last pose that we're going to do is called shavasana. That's a Sanskrit word. Basically, we're going to lay down. So our legs come out and our backs come down. I have a hair clip in, so I'm going to take it out. And your arms go out to the side like an upside down letter V. And what we're going to do here is just get as comfortable as possible. So if you want to, you can kind of tuck your shoulder blades in towards your spine. That helps your chest feel nice and open. Maybe you can wiggle down a little bit, relieve some pressure off your lower back. And once we're here, once we're super comfortable, I want you guys to close your eyes. Now, as your eyes are closed, I want you to feel totally relaxed here. Relax your feet, relax your legs, relax your belly, relax your back, relax your chest, relax your arms, relax your hands. Let go of your shoulders, your neck, your head. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just let your body totally relax here. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body and seeing if you can gently let it go. Maybe in your jaw, maybe your hips, maybe the space between your eyebrows. Seeing if we can let things go. Noticing the sounds in the room. Maybe noticing sounds outside of the room. Noticing the coolness of the air on the skin. Just noticing what's happening. I always like to take this time to express gratitude or thankfulness to myself, to someone else, to something. Recalling your intention for the day. Maybe, I'm going to leave here and today is going to be awesome for me in some way. Maybe I leave here and I'm going to do something nice for someone. But just letting the body totally relax. Now, the next breath that you take, I want you to take the biggest breath you've taken all day. So, big breath, and then let it go. Now, I want you to take a nice full body stretch. So, arms over your head, stretch, point the toes, full body stretch, 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 stretch. And let it go. Now bending your knees so that your feet are on the floor. I'm going to have you roll over to one side and gently push yourself up until you're back into a seated position. Don't mind my hair, it's crazy. And I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you in some way. If you like it, feel free to share it with your friends and family. But go ahead and close your eyes with me. The light within me honors the light within you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.